All right, Mrs. Hanvey here, trying to help you with question number 1 on your practice test. All right, so we're going to solve this quadratic, and the first thing you need to make sure is that it's set equal to 0, so it needs to be in standard form. And since it is, we're going to go ahead and multiply that first number times the end. So we're going to have 1 times negative 28. And that's going to give us a negative 28. Then the middle number is going to go in the bottom, plus 3. And so what we need to do is we need to find all of our factors of 28. So basically what multiplies to 28, but will add to or subtract to 3. And so I'm just going to list all my factors of 28. I know it's 1 and 28. 2 and 14. 4 and 7. And those are all of my factors of 28. And since I know 4 and 7, if I subtract them, I will get 3. And anytime the top is a negative, you know that they're going to subtract to the bottom. And for this to subtract, this is a positive 3, so our larger number needs to be positive, and our smaller number needs to be negative. So if this was a negative 3, your bigger number would be negative and your smaller number would be positive. And just double check, 7 minus 4 is 3, so you know those are the correct factors that multiply to negative 28, but add or subtract 3. All right, so now we're going to just put it in the box. And so this is going to be x squared, and the constant goes at the end, negative 28. And the whole point of those is so that this is what you're going to split to these two boxes. So it doesn't matter the order. You could put 7x here, or you could put negative 4x. It really does not matter the order. And so now what we need to do is we need to figure out, well, we know x times x is going to give us x squared, as well as what do these have in common? They only have an x in common. And what does this have in common? They only have an x in common. And now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing going this way. So at first I like to look at the numbers 4 and 28. What do they have in common? Oh, they have a 4 in common. And since they are both negative, you know this needs to be a negative because x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Same thing here. We have a 7x minus 28. What number do these have in common that you can take out? That is a positive 7. And then you're just going to double check. X times 7, 7x. 7 times negative 4 is negative 28x. So it all works out. And since we are solving, what we need to make sure we do is we need to make sure we write our factors. We're going to have x plus 7 times x minus 4, and we're going to set it equal to 0. It's equal to 0. So now we're going to take this, set this equal to 0, that equal to 0. Set this x equal to 0. So x equals negative 7, because you got to subtract 7 to each side, and x equals positive 4. And so we just solved where this graph would cross on the x-axis would be at negative 7, 0, and at 4, 0. So hopefully this helps you when solving your practice problem. Thanks for watching.